Hello erudites, for the second lesson of the first semester finals, we begin our exploration of the different gas laws, beginning with Boyle's Law. I am Francis Javier, your lecturer for today. So to understand gas laws, we need to recall how scientists describe gases through two perspectives, the ideal gas and the real gas. For the ideal gas, it is an imaginary gas, so the particles are tiny, they don't stick to each other, and they move around freely. It is not real, but it helps us to study gases more easily. A real gas, however, is the actual gas we see around us, so like the oxygen and carbon dioxide. Real gases are close to ideal under extreme temperature, but not perfect. They have volume and their particles can attract each other. Since real gases are too complicated, scientists use the ideal gas to give us a good approximation and thus develop the gas laws based on this model. Gas laws describe how the properties of gases like pressure, volume, temperature, and amount of gas are related to each other. Those are also known as the four measurable properties of gases. So pressure is the force that the gas particles push on the walls of their container. Example is yung air ng inside ng balloon that pushes outward. That is the gas pressure. Next is volume. So this is the space that the gas takes up. So a balloon gets bigger when you blow air inside because the gas volume increases. Temperature tells us how fast the gas particles are moving. Higher temperature means faster motion. And mole is the amount of gas. It counts how many particles are present. Each gas law focuses on the relationship between some of these properties while keeping the others constant. Today, we'll begin with the first one discovered, the Boyle's Law, which connects pressure and volume. The Boyle's Law states that the pressure of a gas is inversely proportional to its volume, provided that the temperature and amount of gas remain constant. Now let us visualize the relationship through the simulation. So first, we pump out a small amount of gas. Then as you can see, the pressure increases with how many times the gas particles collided with the walls of the container. So kapag tumatama yung gas particles natin sa walls, tumataas din yung pressure. So the gas particle itself is already in constant motion and doing pressure. So what happens now if we close in the space a little? So siguro, i-close na natin ang space. So pag lumiit ang ating volume, you can see rapid collisions na ang particles dahil mas maliit na ngayon yung room between the wall ng container. So mas frequent na yung pagtama nito, thus rapidly increasing the pressure. Here is the mathematical expression of the Boyle's Law. P1V1, or the initial pressure and volume, is equals to P2V2, or the final pressure and volume. This formula comes from the expression PV equals K, or the proportionality constant. Now, volume can be measured in any unit as long as the same unit is used for both initial and final values. So example natin dito, if yung V1 mo is in ml, then yung V2 mo must also be in ml. And same goes for liters and so on. So the same thing applies to pressure. So pwede rin siyang any unit basta same unit sila for both initial and final values. So before we get into problem solving, let's take a quick look how the mathematical relationship of Boyle's Law and paano natin i-derive yung formula from there. So we can see that the relationship is inverse. So it was represented here using itong parang fish symbol na to. So P is inversely proportional to 1 over V. So pag 1 over V, inverse siya. Kapag V lang, direct yun relationship. So may mga formulas or mga other gas laws na gumagamit ng direct relationship. So kung kukuha tayo ng equation dito, kailangan yung fish symbol na to maging equal sign. So kailangan P is equals to something para mapakita yung relationship. So that is when we introduce the proportionality constant na K. So yun yung nag-act na parang relationship or yung proportionality ng pressure and volume. So same thing, 1 over V. Now let us rearrange this. P is equals to K over V, and cross multiply, PV is equals to K. Now for initial conditions, P1 V1 is equals to K1. For final, P2 V2 is equal to K2. But we know here that K1 is equals to K2. So same lang sila. Then if we know K1 is equals to K2, then P1 V1 must also be equal to P2 V2. Now graphically, we can also represent the Boyle's Law So in our x-axis, or the horizontal line, it is the volume, and in our y-axis, it is the pressure. So we take example, increasing pressure, so increasing volume. So as the volume increases, you can see yung line natin o yung kurba ng ating graph also decreases. Tingnan nyo, bumababa din siya. So that is how you represent it through a graph. Problem 1. Inside the submarine, there is an air pocket with a volume of 8.75 liters at a pressure of 0.845 atm. If the submarine dives deeper and the pressure rises to 1.32 atm, what will be the new volume of the air pocket, assuming that the temperature stays constant? So first step is to always write down your formula. P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. Now, since we are looking for the new volume, that indicates that we are looking for the final volume or the V2. So to derive the formula for V2, titignan mo ang iyong equation at makikita mo na ang V2 katabi niya si P2. So we need to cancel out P2. We need to cancel out P2 para matitira na lang sa right side ay V2. So formula now is V2 is equals to P1 V1 all over P2. Okay, now write down your givens. So we have volume 1 of 8.75 liters, pressure 1 of 0.845 atm, and pressure 2 of 1.32 atm. So let us now substitute them to the formula. So P1 V1 all over P2. Final answer now is volume 2 is 5.601325. Now, in getting your final answer, let's take a look at the significant figures of the given. Since ang given natin, lahat ay may sig figs na, 3 sig figs, so we should round off our answer into 3 sig figs. So 5.60 liters is your final volume. For problem number 2, a gas has a volume of 2.50 liters at 1.20 atm. The gas is compressed until the pressure is 250 kPa and find the new volume. So volume number 2 or final volume na naman ang kinukuha, and we solved that earlier. So it has the formula of V2 is equals to P1 V1 over P2. Now we write down our given. So we are given volume 1. So volume 1, 2.50 liters. Pressure 1 is 1.20 atm, and pressure 2 is 250 kPa. Now, as you can see, iba ang units ng ating pressure, and kanina sinabi natin na any units is okay as long as it was used on both sides. So, dahil hindi sila same unit, we need to convert one unit into the other. Let us convert the kPa into atmosphere. So, the conversion factor of 1 atmosphere is equals to 101.325 kPa. If we have 250 kPa, then we need to cancel out kPa to get the atmosphere. So let us cancel, and the answer from this one is 2.4673081 atm. So this is now your new pressure, or pressure number 2. Let us move all of this aside. Okay, now we are ready to substitute it from the formula. So V2 is equals to P1, so 1.20. V1 natin is 2.50 all over 2.4673081. And it will give you a volume of 1.215900033. Now, let us take a quick look at our givens. So, makikita natin ang givens natin ay may 3 sig figs. Lahat sila ay may 3 sig figs. So, we round off our answers into 3 sig figs. So, 1.22 liters will be your final volume. For our final problem, to what pressure must a gas be compressed in order to get into a 3.00 cubic foot tank? The entire weight of the tank or gas that occupies 400 cubic feet at standard pressure. So we can see sa statement 1 natin, to what pressure must a gas be compressed in order to get into a 3.00 cubic foot tank. So sinasabi niya dito, ano daw yung pressure ng gas na kapag kinompress natin, mapupunta siya or kasya siya sa into 3.00 cubic feet tank. So that tells us that pressure, this is pressure 2 that we are looking for, and that 3.00 is your volume 2. Now, we can confirm that from the second statement. So, sinabi niya sa second statement, the entire weight of a gas that occupies 400 cubic feet at standard pressure. So, yun yung original natin. So, initial conditions natin, yun yung 400 cubic feet. So, sinasabi niya na ilan daw yung pressure para magkasya sa 3.00. Okay? So, now, from the givens, isulat na natin sila. So, V2 is equals to 3.00 cubic feet. And V1 here is your 400. So, hindi lagi kung anong una nabanggit, yun ang V1. You must take a look at the problem. So, 400.00 cubic feet. And nakalagay dito na at standard pressure. So, at standard pressure, your pressure is 1 atmosphere or 760 torr or 760 millimeters mercury. So, depending na lang yan kung ano yung pinapahanap na pressure, dapat magsa-same unit sila. So, ginamit ko na lang ang ATM dahil mas madaling isolve siya dahil nga 1 yung value. Okay? Now, hinahanap natin dito ay pressure number 2. So, since si pressure number 2 sa formula, katabi niya si V2, so kailangan matanggal natin yung katabi niyang V2 para mag-cancel ito at maiwan na lang si pressure number 2. So, P2 is equals to P1 V1 over P2. Now, substituting your formula or your given sa formula na 1.00 pressure 1, volume 1 of 400.0, and volume 2 of 3.00. And you will get a pressure of 133.333 atm. Now, let's take a look at your givens. So, dito sa first given natin, meron tayong 3 sig figs, 4 sig figs, and dito ay 1.00 yan, so 3 sig figs din. So, we round off our answers into 3 sig figs. So, 133 atm is your final answer.